Modeling, acting, hosting, rapping, Sam Sarpong is one serious quadruple threat. Now he reveals how hard work pays off and whose shoes he's planning to fill.
First got started in the entertainment industry basically through film and television, and then I was guest starring on a show called Dangerous Minds, and Tommy Hilfiger, who's like the biggest designer at the time, saw me on the show, and he was like, it's kind of a cute black guy over there. So next thing I knew, I was coming in to meet designers, and then you know, from there I ended up being the face of Hilfiger for like 6 years, doing underwear, coats, cologne. I was doing everything for a while. Right now I've been traveling a lot promoting my new film. It's called Anchor Baby. We've already won like over 8 festivals, and last month it just screened at the Cannes Film Festival in France. And you know, I personally think Anchor Baby is the best role I've done in my life. Like, I gained 20 pounds for the role. I was working out. I aged a lot with facial hair, grew my hair out. And basically it's about a young Nigerian couple who come to the United States to visit. My wife gets pregnant, and I want my kid to be born in the United States. So we're trying to stay longer, but after our visa expires, we're dealing with a whole lot of things like immigration. We get evicted out of our apartment. And it's just a really great story that I think a lot of people will be able to relate to. I think level-wise, every single day I had to come to work with that same intensity, you know what I mean? And that was really emotionally draining, but it was also one of the first films that I ever did that I felt like it was such a challenge. And it wasn't like, my character was so much not like Sam. I've been working on my own 10-year documentary, which I personally feel is gonna be the thing that breaks me out worldwide, you know? And hopefully that'll be out next year, and it's called Life of Entertainer, accompanied with my album. You know, you get to see me like auditioning. You get to see me go from nothing to like being this huge Tommy Hilfiger model where I'm doing mall appearances and there's like 3,000 screaming girls, and the year before no one knew my name. It's a 13-week episodic show where each week you'll see something different from music, fashion, acting, and modeling that happened in Sam Sarpong's life. Yo, what up, MTv? Yeah, Kim Lee's joint, star of the week, doing it big. What you gotta say?
Shout out to MTV. This is Kim Lee, Signature Shake, Hangover Detox. Make sure you guys try it out.
This round is your mama jokes again, but you gotta bag on how old or how hairy each other's moms are. Y'all got it? Let's battle. I don't really even remember a lot of the jokes on that show, but the thing I love the most about that show is I loved how these kids were so spontaneous, and on the spot they would come up with these best comebacks. And the best thing I liked about doing that show was these kids became ghetto superstars, because they were kids that had never been on television before, and then all of a sudden, because of your mama, in their hoods they became famous. Louis Vuitton, Ben Sherman, Levi's. Gosh, I just did a Jean Philippe campaign's coming out, I think in a month. That's gonna be huge. So yeah, I've been really lucky. I've worked for some really, really big designers, and I've done all the fashion weeks. Gucci, Ed Hardy, Versace, Donnie. I mean, I've opened and closed shows for everybody. So my modeling career, I'm really proud of, and I'm proud of being one of the only 3 black male models to ever have an exclusive contract. Me, Tyson, and Tyrese. I'm very proud of that.
It's an honor for me to have you.
Oh, thank
Believe
you.
me, man. Okay?
He said it's an honor for him.
It's an honor, yes,
That's
of course.
cool.
To have you, for me, my first runway, is a blast, you know.
You know, it's funny. Even though I've achieved like great success as a model, music's always been my passion. Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be a rap star. I have a group called The League with my childhood friends, Mike and Key, and we've been huge in Asia the past 10 years. Right now, I'm currently in the studio working on my album. It's called Music of the Future. And I would say it's kind of a mix of dance, electro, pop. I'm also currently on a club tour promoting my single, Fire. Tonight, I'm excited because my tour stops in LA at the hot spot Marbella. So it was kind of cool to roll out with my crew. Sean Antonio Productions always shows us love.
Sam, this is Robbie.
So this is my new single. It's called Fire. Yo, girl, oh girl, I think you do the night.
thing with young Hollywood is, you know, I think a lot of them, here's why I feel so blessed sometimes. I think with young Hollywood, a lot of them get it at such an early age that they learn not to appreciate it. So it's like, if you're that young and you're making millions of dollars per film, and you're doing that at 17, 18, it's hard to know struggle. By the time I make it, I'm gonna be so well groomed and really appreciate it. I do want to be a role model. I want to be someone that kids can look up to. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I really stand for being a role model. I feel like a lot of the reason I am gonna be a huge star one day is because, like, God put me on this earth to really touch kids and touch lives.
Hey, whoa, y'all forgetting when I was amateur spitting before the scripts were written.
The coolest thing that happened to Sam Sarpong in my career was meeting Will Smith. There's an actor friend of mine, his name is Dwayne Martin, and I went to his party about 3 years ago, and he's best friends with Will Smith, so Will Smith was there. But Will Smith is one guy that I love just because of what he stands for. So I walk up to him, I'm like, hey, Will Smith, man, my name is Sam, I'm an up-and-coming actor, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling him all this stuff about me. He stops me in the middle of me talking. He goes, yeah, Sam Sarpong, right? He goes, I know who you are. He goes, me and Jada were watching you last week on BET Live. And he goes, you rap, right? And I go, yeah. He goes, well, later on, I'm going to be performing. Why don't you get up on stage and rock the mic with me? So there I am. Everybody in Black Hollywood was at this party. That's when I knew I was going to take his place one day. I'm like, oh, you know what? Man, when you get old, I'm going to slide right in there, Will. He's like, no problem, man. Do it like that.
Hands up in the air, and I'm twisted. Music beating loud, 808 up in the system. We just living and party all the time. Now order some Patron and watch me lose my mind. Lose my mind. Watch me lose my mind. Now order some Patron and watch me lose my mind. Lose my mind. Watch me lose my mind. Now order some Patron and watch me lose my mind.
Monkey.
MTv, thanks for hanging out with yours truly, Sam Sarpong. It's been great. Star of the week. Peace.
All right, guys, stay right where